What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to another video, and today I have for you my championship predictions for the 2020-21 season. Now, you may be thinking, what's the point in doing predictions? It's not like you're going to get any right. That may be true, but I'm going to try my best to have a little bit of fun and see how bad I actually do. So, if you're new to the channel to start off with, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe down below, and before I get started, leave your predictions for the table down below in the comment section below. I'll read all the comments, of course. So, final thing before I get started, please do not get offended if I rank your club low, but for your club's sake, I hope they do better than what I predict. And this is only my predictions, and one club has to go in every position. So, good luck to all your teams. Make sure you smash that like button. Don't give me too much hate for this, but let's go into it. So, starting off at the bottom, I have QPR. Now, Queen's Park Rangers, they've been in the Championship for quite a while, and they have even been in the Premier League in the last 10 or so years, I believe. So, of course, the main stuff going around with QPR is that Abeche Eze has gone to Crystal Palace and haven't seen any big moves into QPR. Last season, Isai Samuel was doing really well for them. He looked really good. But is that going to be enough for him to keep them in the league? I'm not too sure. They could reinvest that money, but they haven't done so yet. And I get that business takes its time, but it doesn't look like they're getting anyone in soon. And of course, I'm making these before the season started, because I don't want to sort of cheat if some of you see it like that. But if QPR can invest, I can see them maybe surviving relegation. In 23rd, I have Sheffield Wednesday. Now, of course, they have starting on -12, and that's not good for them. But I have them to finish in 23rd. Of course, if they didn't have that, and at the bottom, it's probably going to turn out pretty close. They could have easily finished mid-table, or even maybe pushed up towards the playoffs. Although I can see this year being really tight, as there's no real runaway teams. Overall for Sheffield United, though, it's looking to not be a good season. I can see them having a few different managers. Hopefully, for their sake, they can get out of trouble. But for me, it's not looking likely. For Sheffield United, Wednesday, it's 23rd and down to League One. 22nd, then I have Rotherham. Someone to fill the 22nd role in the table, and it will be Rotherham for me. Rotherham United, they play at the New York Stadium, of course, and there's a lot of jokes been going around in the last few years with it. And to be honest, I can't see them surviving. I like Rotherham, I have nothing against them, but I just don't see them staying in the league. They haven't done much business that I can recall, and it's not looking to be the best of seasons back in the Championship. So I hope Rotherham survive, but I've got to push someone in the final relegation spot. So good luck to Rotherham, but unfortunately I think you'll finish 22nd. Moving on to the teams that survive. The first one is Wycombe Wanderers, their first ever time in the Championship, and I'm predicting them to do well. Well, sort of well, if you can count 21st as doing well in your first season. I think they will survive, but the skin of their teeth. It's going to be really close between the last couple of teams. Hopefully Wycombe can do well in the Championship, of course, their first time, and hopefully we can see them over the next few seasons sort of steady themselves in the Championship, and who knows, in the next 10 years we might even see them go up to the Premier League. Good luck, Wycombe. 20th place out of Huddersfield. Now, last season was not good at all for Huddersfield, let's be honest. They finished at the bottom half, and for a team coming down from the Championship, you're always expected to have a bit of pressure on you to try and bounce back up. Huddersfield by no means did that or went anywhere close to it. But, of course, it's a progress that you have to go through when you get relegated. You have to try and steady the ship, really, after having a negative season. For Huddersfield, I think they'll survive, but it's going to be really, really tough for them. But good luck to Huddersfield. No offence to you, but I think you'll finish 20th. Moving on to 19th place, I've got Birmingham there. Now, they, of course, sold Jude Bellingham to Dortmund and retired the shirt number 22. They will not be finishing 22nd place by my calculations, but if they do, then I know there's going to be a lot of stuff going around with that number. Hopefully, though, for Birmingham, they have a good season. I can't really see it happening, although they have had a good few bits of business go through. I don't know if they're quality for the Championship, for the middle. Good luck to them, though, and by all means, if they perform well, they could well finish higher. Moving on to 18th, and this will surprise a lot of you, but I've gone with Coventry City. The newcomers into the Championship. They've been here before, I believe so, and I think they'll do well. I think they'll survive in their first season, steady the ship a little, and hopefully we can see them in the Championship in the future. I haven't seen too much business, but there's going to be, I feel, there's going to be one team that just does it above the rest from the newcomers, and I think that's going to be Coventry, finishing in 18th place. Not bad for them. Moving on to 17th, we have the great escapers, Barnsley, from last season. Who'd have thought it? They could have been playing football in League One, but they are in the Championship, and I think that they will stay up this season. They'll do a bit better, finishing 17th. Moving up to 16th place, I've got Reading. Reading, I think, last season wasn't really too much, to be honest. They didn't do too much, but this season, I feel it being a little bit of an up and down season, if you know what I mean. They could do well, they could do bad. It's going to go either those ways, but for Reading, I hope it goes the better of them, and that's where I'm putting them 16th place in the table. But if they can get some money for maybe Swift or someone and reinvest it, then their season might be looking brighter. Good luck to Reading, hope you do well, and I hope to see you stay in the league at least. Moving on to 15th, I have a surprise one, and that is Blackburn. Last season they had an incredible season, just falling short of the playoff spots. However, they had a good season nevertheless, even though they finished that high. This season I see it not going as well. Bradley, Deck and all them amazing players for Blackburn, I think will do well, but not well enough to finish as well as last season. I think they'll do well until the midway point and then just start to slip off. We've seen that in the last couple of years, but hopefully Blackburn prove me wrong. Good luck to you, Blackburn. Now, 14th spot, I've gone with Bristol City. Another surprise, maybe, and away fans will be annoyed because you can't use the free Wi-Fi in their stadium. Probably best known for that. I'm joking, by the way, Bristol City fans. But I do see you having a strong start to the season, but maybe not having the consistency to get it all the way to the top, to push for promotion. However, I could be terribly wrong with this and Bristol do well. No Lee Johnson this season, and that might just be the thing they need to get them up. I could be horribly wrong with this, go two ways, but I can't see them finishing any lower than 14th this season. Good luck to Bristol City. 13th place I've gone with Middlesbrough, and the main reason is this. They brought in Neil Warnock. Yes, he's managed at Cardiff, Swansea's biggest rivals, but I do feel, we've got to admit it, Neil Warnock is a decent manager for the Championship. Not sure for the Premier League, but he come in to Middlesbrough last season, he got them to stay up, and next season they could be pushing for the playoffs. I don't think they'll go that far. I think they make it to mid-table, and who knows where it could go from there. They could even push up the next season after that, but we're only looking at this season. Good luck to Middlesbrough. Hope you have a good season, but I'm predicting you to finish in 13th. Unlucky for some, hopefully it's not unlucky for you. 12th place then, slap bang in the middle, I've gone with Derby County. Wayne Rooney FC in other words. But I've seen that they've been linked with selling 2 players to Sheffield United. Chris Martin's gone to Bristol City. So they have lost a few players. Haven't seen them bring in too many players as well. That might just be because I haven't been looking much at Derby. Although I know most of their outgoings. Hopefully they do well. I think they'll be good, but not have the consistency, if you get what I mean by that. Good luck to Derby. Maybe you'll make it into the playoffs again, but for me, I can't see that happening. But good luck to you, Rams. 11th place, I've gone with Preston North End. Now, I've been predicting, trying to work out with predictions since the end of last season, when it got confirmed teams going up and down. And Preston, I've had them all over the shop. I've had them doing really bad, going towards the end of the bottom of the table, and even in the playoffs. But I think I'm going to stick with them in 11th place. The reasons for that, we've seen they have not got the consistency. They haven't brought in any big names. And for that, them reasons, in the Championship it's going to be really hard to get into the playoffs with no consistency really. So good luck to Preston, but I think it'll be an up and down season for you. Hopefully you prove me wrong. Good luck to you. 10th place, I'm predicting this a bit high, and I have done the last season I did predict it high for Stoke City. That's right, Stoke to finish 10th. Last season I think I had them to finish 4th. Of course I didn't, but this season, well last season shall I say, they started off quite bad, but towards the end they started to steady the ship. They've got their defence sorted now, and it looks to be they've gone through the process of rebuilding after their relegation from the Premier League, and they've rebuilded quite well. Hopefully now this is a sign for Stoke to do well. Hope so for them, but this season I think they'll just fall short, finishing 10th. Now 9th is a huge call. This could be terribly, terribly wrong. And I know I'm going to get a few comments saying they're never going to finish there. It is Luton Town. Yes, that's right. You may be surprised why I haven't mentioned them. But yes, Luton Town to finish 9th. And the reason, Nathan Jones. We've seen it at the back end of last season. He helped them to survive. And if he can keep that from the start with Luton, they'll go on to have an incredible season. But I just don't think they'll have enough in the squad, enough quality to finish in the playoffs. That's the only reason I haven't put them in the playoffs. But they could well do it if they bring in a good player. Good luck to Luton. Don't know if you'll finish any higher, but I certainly hope you don't finish any lower. Good luck to you Hatters. Now 8th, I have the first of the relegated clubs in Bournemouth. I've got a soft spot for Bournemouth. I hope they do well, but they have had Callum Wilson that is, and Ryan Fraser join Newcastle. Both of them have. And with Bournemouth, they have a lot of quality, and they've been in the Premier League for I think it was 5 seasons. They've brought a lot of quality down with them, and we've seen it with Swansea as well. We had a lot of quality when we come down, and we basically had a big clear out of the players. I see similar things happening at Bournemouth there, but I think they'll be able to steady the ship a little, have not the best of seasons, but start the rebuild process in the aim to get up to the Premier League. I'm predicting them to finish 8th, but they could well do it and make the playoffs or even automatics. Good luck to Bournemouth. Now 7th, as much as this pains me to say it, I put Cardiff City there. And you may be wondering, what? They're missing out on playoffs? Yes, I have them just to slip off. Now, with the rivalry aside, I try to be as unbiased as possible here. Cardiff, they are a good side in all honesty, just not the best, are they? They're certainly not the best in Wales. I said I was going to keep the rivalry aside, so I'll try and do that now. But in all fairness, Neil Harris, he does look good, doesn't he? He's got his tactics sorted out. It's just the problem with Cardiff. They have a few players that like to get injured. Danny Ward was decent for them last season. But Tomlin had a few injuries. And at the back, they switched the goalkeeper situation around halfway through from Etheridge to Smithies. If that was just a one-season thing for Smithies or not, we'll have to wait and see. But I just can't see Cardiff having enough quality to get to the playoffs. But although they have signed Ossia Tutu from Arsenal on a season-long loan, and a few more players look to be incoming for them. So, with the rivalry aside, I hope the best for Cardiff. But in the other way, with the rivalry, I hope for them not to do so well. But fair play to Cardiff. Have a good season for yourselves. Just don't beat us. That's all I ask. Right, so that is then 24th to 7th. 6 teams I haven't mentioned. What order? Who is finishing where? But started off with 6th place, and that will be Millwall. That is right, Millwall. The Lions, I think that's what they called. If not, I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments. I'll try and scrap that because, no. I don't even know what the nickname is. I've completely forgotten it. But the team that play at the Den, Millwall, scary place to go. And with no crowd as well this season. Although it looks to be coming back sort of around October time. Let's hope it does. But anyway, Millwall, they've built a good squad now. It looks ready and capable to do stuff in the Championship. I think they'll just about make the playoffs. Come down quite to the eye. Come down to the wire, to the end. Good luck to Millwall. They've made a few decent signings, I think. I'm pretty sure that's Millwall that's done that. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, and also what Millwall's nickname is. I think it's the Lions. That's Hull. Oh dear. That's the Tigers. I'm getting so confused here, guys. Anyway, let me know what Millwall are, because I completely forgot. But good luck to Millwall. Hope you finish higher, but not lower. But have a good season, at least. 5th, I've got the flops of last season. Flop Forest. Yes, that's right. I think they'll get the playoffs this season. 5th as well. So, last season, of course, wasn't the best for them. Well, it was from the 29th of December to the final day they were in that playoffs. And they fell out on the final day. That must hurt them so much, but in a way I was happy for it, because I'm a Swansea fan and we nicked their spot. But fair play to Forest, they've made a few good signings. Matty Cash, though, has gone to Aston Villa. Good luck to him in the future. I think he'll be doing well in the Championship. But let's hope for Forest they can see themselves have a chance of going up there themselves. Going into 4th place then, I have got one of 4 teams left, and that is my club, Swansea City. I think we'll finish there. Great business. No real big outgoings really. Only the out of contract players. We've signed the likes of Morgan Gibbs-White, Freddie Woodsman. We've got Mark Guhai back on loan, Corey Smith, who has come across from Bristol City. We have also signed Jamal Lowe, who from 800,000, I think it was, from Wigan, of course got relegated. But all in all, I think Swansea will have a good season. My club, I hope we do anyway. Although our pre-season hasn't been too well. But hope it improves. Preston on the opening day. Let's do it. Let's do this season now. Let's go up. It looks like that Selena's going to leave. But to be honest, he'll be missed. But not really. He didn't play much at all last season. And to be honest, that's just a waste of money. If I do say so myself. So, 4th for Swansea. Let's hope we have a good season. Come on, you Swans. 3rd place then. It was really tight. I've gone with Brentford. They finished there last season. They'll finish there this season as well, if I'm correct. The Bees in a new home, the new stadium. I don't know if they're going to have a bit of trouble adjusting. Ollie Watkins looks set to join Aston Villa. Ben Rama is looking sort of likely to join Arsenal or any Premier League club really. And they'll be left with Mbuemo, but they've also signed Ivan Toney. Now, I put them 3rd because they have a strong defence, in all honesty, a strong midfield. It's just the attack. But if Watkins does go, and Ivan Toney does show up, then we could really be seeing Brentford finish in the automatics. I think they'll just miss out in 3rd. But all in all, a good season for Brentford. If that happens, good luck to them. And now, we move into the teams that are going straight up to the Premier League in the automatic spots. And it is 2 teams that have come down. 2nd place is Watford or Norwich. Which one am I going to choose? It's Watford. That's right. They haven't offloaded many players like I thought they would so far. I'm very sorry guys, but the camera did indeed stop recording. All I said though was that basically Watford, they've got a lot of quality, they've kept it, and that's really good. And the camera stopped recording really frustratingly. But the winners of the championship, I think, will be Norwich City. They've kept a lot of good players, and normally when they come down from the championship they finish about mid-table, but this time I think they'll just go straight back up in top spot. So hopefully for them they can do this. If not, I'll get this terribly wrong, but I hope I get it somewhere along the lines. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you drop it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you managed all the way to the end, just leave me a thumbs up in the comments and say last next to it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe everyone. Goodbye.